What's going on, everybody? Back in here with another video. So, today, I just had this weird thing on my mind. What is up with people always wanting to be right? Like, it's okay to be wrong, but I think a lot of people just don't realize it for the most part. Let me give an example. Like, what is this recent example I can use? Oh yeah. Wait, I can put this back to gaming instantly, right? Like in certain games, Gacha games specifically, back to Gacha games, yeah. So in Gacha games, right, there's this thing called the tier list where it's like all the best characters, which of them you should use. And the amount of debates, the amount of bad takes I've seen on certain games just because oh yes, their favorite character has to be broken. It's honestly ridiculous, right? And then the funny part about it, right, when people get proven wrong, all hell breaks loose. It's like when a little thumbtack gets put into their ego, it shatters. It shatters like you threw a rock at some glass. Even if it's just something small, like oh, oh, you're not. It's like, oh, why don't you look at this with it? Like, why don't you look at that? Why don't you consider this, that, and the third? No, they don't want to consider it. They always think they're right. And overall, that just leads to a toxic cesspool in any community, in any gaming sphere that you're in. Because if you are one of the main content creators who like guide new players in whatever game you play, please, for certain, you will always have to say that, oh yeah, this is usable, but it's not the greatest option. Okay, I'm gonna just pull up an example right here. Let me search up Pride one. Okay, I got a perfect example for this. For games like Elden Ring and games like Star Rail, where the thing you choose, it's very important, there's so much discourse over it. Now, I don't think there's discourse over Elden Ring. It's mainly for like the bosses and stuff like that. But for things like Gacha games, the opinion of a respectable entity is very, very important, and it gets really bad really fast when you actually take a deeper look. Okay, I'm gonna take Star, for example, right? Imagine your main in Star Rail, it's someone like Argenti. He's not the best, but you like his story, you like his design, you like the way his kit plays, right? I'm telling you right now, it is a almost guarantee that you will get one guide, two guide by anybody who cares about the top, like the most optimal performance with characters. You literally get one guide by one person, right? I saw this YouTuber recently. His name is Gabby Maru. Shout out to Gabby Maru. That guy actually makes entertaining content. So he had a video talking about like an E6 character, right? It was E6 Don Hunger Lune, right? And he was just there like, oh no, the latest DPS will always be the best one. But then he literally got one guide in his comment section by a dude who's like, oh yeah, E6 Lune is the best E6 in the game. He needs a whale and stuff like that, right? Bro made a whole ass video on it and stuff like that. Listen, I watched it because I think it was pretty entertaining. but then bro literally had to pull up proof from another video just to say like, huh, you're wrong. Did he really have to do that? Not really. I mean, he literally could have just pulled up a spreadsheet. It would have been 10 times easier. But yeah, overall, I do think that when it comes down to being right, it's okay to be right, but it's great to be right, but it's also great to be wrong. Because when you're wrong, it actually gives you the chance to learn something. Right, right. Because if you're in like the, what do I call it? I don't know. If you're in that sphere where it's like, oh yeah, I should be the only I should be the only guy right in a certain game. Only my playstyle is right. First things first. First things first. Go touch some grass. Like, go to therapy. Like do something better with your life, right? Second thing second. Just sit down, take a deep breath, and realize that this will only be your opinion. And if you think your opinion is 100% fact, I'll be honest with you. You're just an idiot. I honestly think that it is essential as a person that you can actually be wrong on something, just so you can actually have a learning experience in life. Because when you meet others with a vast like mindset on a lot of things, you'll be there like, oh my god. It's either you'll be confused, or you'll be angry at the fact that people just don't agree with you. So, word of advice for today is that you admit to being wrong on a bunch of things, and with that you can actually start to improve your overall mental state, and you won't just be insufferable to yourself, but you won't just not be insufferable for yourself. You'll also be not insufferable to the people around you. Anyways, leave your thoughts down below, and as always, don't be a degen.